Hello everyone, welcome to the Friday review, and today I'm going to do my review on the Moto X. So I picked up the Moto X on a community swap site for about 50 bucks. It's just because the guy just got the new HTC M8, and so he's going to sell his Moto X. And so I picked it up about 50 bucks, and yeah, that's about it. I couldn't pass it up for 50 bucks. So right off the bat, when using it, I did like it because one is almost a pure Android phone, a pure Android phone. There was some slight things that I disliked about it that Motorola added that it's okay what they added. It just still wish they would have made it differently. But so let's go on to the specs. Okay, the Moto X comes with Android 4.4.4 with the newest update. Verizon hasn't got it yet, so that's why I'm running 4.4.3 right now on it. It has a 1.7 gigahertz dual-core Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, and you can really tell that this is a really nice, fast phone. I do like that. 2 gigs of RAM. You can get sizes vary from 16, 32, or 64, just like the iPhone. And it has a 4.7 AMOLED LED screen with Corning Gorilla Glass 3. Also, the display is a 720 display. That's 720. The rear camera is a 10.5 megapixel camera. And the front camera is a 2.1 megapixel camera. And it also has NFC, Wi-Fi, GPS, and Bluetooth, and USB. So, when I was using it, I did like it. I loved it. Have you noticed that Motorola added active display? Basically, your phone screen basically stays on all the time. And basically what that does is you can access your notifications, quick, and different things. I had to turn that off because it annoyed me a lot. Because the phone would light up whenever I got a notification, and turn off, light up again, turn off. So that kind of got really annoying real fast. So I had to disable that. This is one good thing I like about this phone is it's got a lot of fun gesture things, which one thing I turned off was active display. But if you shake the phone like this, it comes up in quick camera mode and you can just take a picture real quick. That I like. That's one thing I've always wanted with my Note 3 is to make it where I can easily get to the camera, but sadly I can't. So I have to always unlock my phone. With this one, you don't have to unlock your phone. As you can see up top, we got your rear-facing camera, front-facing camera, not real. The speaker, your 720 screen, and a microphone. On the bottom, you got your micro USB cable port. On the side, you have your SIM card slots. I'd get back to that. And another microphone, and your headphone jack, and your power and volume rocker. And on the back, another microphone, Motorola logo, the flash, and the 10.5 megapixel camera, and the speaker. One thing I really dislike is on Motorola phones is the speaker is in the complete back. I really dislike that. Especially because I listen to music a lot on my phone and usually don't use headphones. I have to keep my phone laid down like this if I want to hear the music with volume all the way up, because if you have it flat, it doesn't produce enough sound, or it produces sound, but it's kind of flaky and different things. I really dislike that. Like overall, the Android experience is almost the same, especially whenever I've used it with my Note 3. It's almost same experience. Especially, this would be more like a competitor to the iPhone than bigger phones like the S5 or the S4 or the Note. This would be more like iPhone competitor. And I think that's what Motorola wanted to do, is compete with the iPhone. This touchscreen is really responsive. The only thing I really dislike is you can't move the Google search bar up there. It's one thing I really dislike. It's at the very top, the Google search bar. You cannot remove that at all. I really dislike that. The camera quality is okay. At the end of the video, I'll show you some pictures and videos. It's okay. The lighting is kind of terrible, but it does the job. I don't use it as my everyday phone, so I really could care less. I use it mostly for a business phone than I do anything else. You might ask why I have it in airplane mode. It's just because I currently don't have service on it yet, and if you don't have it on airplane mode, it kills the battery real fast, because it still tries to search for a radio frequency to use the emergency call feature on it. But overall, if you're looking for a phone to compete with the iPhone, this is the phone. Like the design, it easily fits in your hand. It's not too big. The back, I like how the Motorola logo has like a little indent where you can hold the phone like this. But with the rounded back, the only thing is if you're going to use it without a case, I'd really suggest at least get a case for it, where it makes it where it doesn't lay flat on the camera lens. That's one thing that I really don't like, is that it sits right on the camera lens and you can stretch the camera lens. Also, finding like certain accessories are kind of hard because it's not a major phone. And if you're looking to transfer stuff to this phone, it does not come with a micro USB cable. It comes with a charger that the cable's already soldered onto. So that's one down, is that you don't get a regular cable. You get just a cable that's already soldered into the wall outlet thing you plug in. I really don't like that. Also, it takes a nano SIM. So it's really hard if you're going to use this, especially on a prepaid service, like changing this and use it on Straight Talk. You'd either have to find one that's already cut down to a nano SIM. That's really odd to see them do that, because usually that was only an Apple thing, but now it's, I guess, a Motorola thing. It's a nano SIM. Really don't like that. But yeah, overall, I really like this device, and if I probably had this before my Note, I'd have probably not got my Note, because I've always wanted a pure Android experience, and the Moto X really does give you the pure Android effect. And one last thing I forgot to mention, I was wanting to do this, is the gaming. You might want to be wondering about gaming, and so I'm just going to run through a quick benchmark of my benchmark tool I always use. Let's close all the applications, and then let's go back to Epic Cylidil. I use this mostly to benchmark phones. It's because at least it's a nice, good experience. You have something to look at whenever it's doing the benchmark. So I'm gonna have to, it does this, let's turn it down a little bit. Okay. After it gets done, think. So I'm going to go to menu and do benchmark. And now it gets benchmarks. As you can tell right now, it gets almost about 60 frames a second. Almost on this. An average of 60 frames a second. Let's see what their average comes up as. Every time I've done the benchmark, it's usually been around 60 or 55 frames per second. So after it runs through this, okay, as you can see, we get an average of 59.3 frames per second. Like I said, almost 60 frames a second at the resolution of basically 720p. And it's high performance. Basically what that means is basically this phone can run almost any game that's out on the Android market right now smoothly. Yes, you might not get 60 frames a second on certain games if they use higher specs, but this phone would be great for gaming if you're looking to game on it. So there's that. Also, the battery life is really good. I can get throughout the entire, almost 2 days of a full charge for moderate like internet use and different things. But yeah. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to check out the pictures and some video clips from the cameras. And so, yeah, hope you have a nice day.